Many of us end up having no option but to borrow to meet our goals. Making use of this situation, banks and NBFCs are carpet bombing potential customers with loan offers through phone calls, emails, and SMS. While some promise lower rates, others offer quick disbursal and easy approval processes. Technology has changed several things for the lending industry. Online aggregators and banks take less than a minute to approve and disburse loans. There are banks that take just 10 seconds to disburse loans to its net banking customers. Irrespective of the changes brought by technology to the lending industry, the practice of prudent borrowing remains unchanged. It still doesn't make sense to borrow if you don't need the money. Nor does it make sense to take a long-term loan just to enjoy the tax benefits you get on interest payments. Hi, I'm Apurva from ClearTax. Here are 7 rules you should follow while borrowing to avoid being enslaved to debt. 1. Don't borrow more than you can repay. The first rule of smart borrowing is what our older generation has been telling us all this while. Don't live beyond your means. Take a loan that you can easily repay. A thumb rule says that car EMIs should not exceed 15%, while personal loan EMIs should not exceed 10% of the net monthly income. The monthly outgo towards all your loans should not exceed 50% of your monthly income. 2. Keep tenure as short as possible. The maximum home loan tenure offered by all major lenders is 30 years. The longer the tenure, the lower is the EMI, which makes it very tempting to go for a 25 to 30 year loan. However, it is best to take a loan for the shortest tenure you can afford. In the case of a long-term loan, the interest outgo is very high. Did you know that in a 10-year loan, the interest outgo is approximately 57% of the borrowed amount? This can shoot up to 128% if the tenure is 20 years. A young person with a low income won't be able to borrow enough if the tenure is 10 years. He or she will have to increase the tenure so that the EMI fits the pocket. For such borrowers, the best option is to increase the EMI amount every year in line with the increase in income. 3. Ensure timely and regular repayments. It pays to be disciplined, especially when it comes to repayment of debts. Whether it is a short-term debt like credit card bills or a long-term loan for your house, make sure you don't miss the repayments. Missing EMIs impacts your credit score negatively, reduces your chances of getting a bigger loan later in your life, and increases your burden by way of late payment penalty and hefty interest charges. 4. Don't borrow to splurge or invest. Never use borrowed money to invest. Ultra-safe investments such as fixed deposits and bonds will not be able to match the interest you pay on the loan. In addition, investments that offer higher returns such as equities are too volatile. If the markets decline, you will not only suffer losses but will have to pay the EMI as well. 5. Take insurance with big ticket loans. If you take a large home loan or car loan, it is recommended that you take insurance cover as well. Buy a term plan of the same amount as your loan to ensure that your family is not saddled with unaffordable debts in case of any unfortunate events. The lender will take over the asset, that is the car or home, if your dependents are unable to repay the loan. A term insurance plan of Rs 50 lakh will not cost you too much. Typically, banks push a reducing cover term plan that offers insurance equal to the outstanding amount. However, a regular term plan is a better way to cover this liability. It can continue even after the loan is repaid or if you switch to another lender. 6. Keep shopping for better rates. A long-term mortgage should never be a sign and forget exercise. Keep your eyes and ears open about the new policies and changes in interest rates. Keep shopping around for the best rate and switch to a cheaper loan if possible. 7. Understand the fine print. Loan documents are no joke. Paragraph after paragraph of legal terms printed in a small font may not be appealing. Yet, read the terms and conditions carefully. There could be mentions of upfront interest charges, maintenance fees, documentation charges, processing fees, and more such things that could add up to make the total cost of your loan. Try and read the document till the end so you may catch a few things here and there to avoid unpleasant surprises. Further, before you take a loan, discuss it with your family. This is important because the repayment will impact the overall finances of the entire household. Make sure your spouse is aware of the loan and the reasons for taking it. Keeping your spouse in the dark on money matters will increase stress in a marriage. So, that is all about the golden rules you should follow while taking a loan. Please like and share this video. Subscribe to our channel to get notifications on our fresh content. Thank you.